In Gotham City, President Luthor has been impeached. The city is constantly monitored, and there have been Kryptonite meteor showers. One final meteor hits the city, causing a massive wave. A huge debris floods the waters as Batman arrives to investigate with his high tech. He dives deep below to find fragments of Kryptonite, and near it is a spaceship. As he searches, a woman comes to the surface. She hitches Batman's ship, and he grapples on and follows her, but she crashes into the pier, and Batman now means business. Later, a naked lady gets to a warehouse, speaking some kind of alien language. The workers try to harass her, but she beats them up and takes a coat. As she runs away, Batman follows her trail. She gets hit by a car, but it doesn't faze her and continues running away till she's surrounded by police. Suddenly, her heat vision takes over, and she continues running away. Her body begins to fly, and the police open fire, but it still doesn't affect her. She can't seem to control herself as she climbs to a rooftop, where Batman is waiting for her. She throws him away, and he runs after her, but he can't fly. She crashes into a surveillance airship, but Superman comes along to save the city from a catastrophic crash, sending the ship into the water. Batman confronts the girl, using Kryptonite to put her to sleep. They go back to the Batcave, where Batman runs some tests on her while she's out. He can tell that she's not human. Suddenly, she wakes up and breaks free, lasering Batman before flying away. Superman grabs her and speaks to her in the alien language, and they seem to communicate. She's Kara Zor-El, Superman's cousin. Batman isn't too happy his hardware's gone though. Later, they analyze the ship that she came in. They read a message on the ship, and Batman tells Superman that she's stronger than him. She suddenly breaks open a vault door, but it is just Krypto. Batman sends her away, but Superman tells him to cut her some slack. Batman considers her to be dangerous, and doesn't like what she's doing, and neither does Krypto. Kara walks around observing some extinct creatures, and Batman confronts her. He tries to fill in her memory lapses. She tells him that Jor-El was like a father to her. Her own father also sent her to Earth to save her. She saw them die right as she was sent away. All she remembers is darkness, and nothing else. Batman tells her that Superman has a lot of enemies, and they might use her to destroy him, and this upsets her. Meanwhile, on a raging planet, a warrior collects bodies as she is challenged to become a captain in Darkseid's army. She defends herself against the furries, and takes them all at once. After some more fighting, she gets beaten up a little as they all gang up on her and finally defeat her. They leave her lifeless body as Darkseid is disappointed in Granny Goodness for wasting his time. He then orders her to bring in Kara, or else. We then find a woman looking at an ominous future before heading to the Daily Planet. Over there, traffic is stuck and people are busy. Kara is finally out of quarantine and heads out to the city with Clark. He takes her to do some shopping and she quickly depletes his credit card. He watches over her and gets a heart attack looking at the price tags. She paints her nails and tries on makeup. She also tries on 500 outfits, but Clark isn't going to allow it. Finally, they finish shopping, and now it's time to eat. Clark takes her to a hot dog stand because that's what he can afford now after her shopping spree. They walk home and she complains about Batman, but he tells her that he's a good person. He also stresses the importance of keeping a secret identity. They then stumble into Superman's statue and Kara admits that her powers terrify her. Superman suddenly senses danger lurking before he is blasted away, and Kara is caught. She's dragged away, and Superman is beaten up. He uses his powers to fight back, and Kara uses her heat vision to blast everything, including the statue. Someone grabs her and takes her away, and it turns out to be Wonder Woman. Batman agrees with this kidnapping. Turns out that the Amazonians grabbed her to protect the people from her. Batman asks him to trust him, and Superman reluctantly agrees. They take her back to the Amazonian home, where she is going to receive specialized training with the seasoned warrior. 2 months later, Lila looks at Kara's future before being called to watch Kara fight against Artemis. The Amazonians gather as the two warriors ready up before letting their swords go. Superman and Batman are watching, and Superman isn't convinced with this. The duel continues until Kara loses, but Superman steps in, intending to take Kara back. Kara now wants to stay and wants to decide for herself, and storms out. Batman scolds Superman because of his actions and tells him that he's been letting his guard down ever since Kara came into their lives. But Wonder Woman tells him that the visions are getting worse. Meanwhile, Kara and Lila fly away as Kara voices her frustrations. Lila explains that her visions were messing her up as she was becoming Harbinger. but coming to the island helped her. They embrace, and Lila seems to want to tell her something about her future, but they go for a swim instead. The team discusses the visions regarding Kara, and suddenly, a portal opens up and Doomsday walks out. The portal doesn't close though, and an army of Doomsdays come out. Darkseid is replicating the monster, and Wonder Woman's army arrives to face them. Batman is given a weapon, and both armies face off before the battle begins. Superman leads the charge, and they begin taking them down. The Doomsday troops don't bleed, so Superman breaks them apart. Batman blows them apart, but something's not right. He runs off while Wonder Woman deals with them, and Superman gets knocked down. They begin losing the battle, but Superman flies up and orders Wonder Woman to pull the army back. Superman then goes God mode and lasers off everything in his path. He feels remorse for what he did, but he had no choice. Meanwhile, Batman is with Lila's body. He says that the Doomsday attack was a diversion. A second portal opened here, and they grabbed Kara before killing Lila. They grab her body and watch one final vision of Darkseid, and Superman swears that he's going to avenge her death. They decide that they're going to Apokolips. Meanwhile, in Apokolips, Kara is thrown in a cell. She's tied up and Darkseid confronts her, telling her that she will become the captain of his army. She will be more powerful than ever before, forever belonging to him. Back on Earth, the team flies to a neighborhood for some kind of mission. They land and knock on the door to be met by a woman named Barda. She used to be the captain of Darkseid's army but defected and ran away. She enjoys her life now, but Superman needs her help. She refuses and tells him that Darkseid will turn her into a killing machine just like he did to her. They're going to Apokolips and need her help with the mother box to open a portal. She agrees on one condition: she's coming with them. On Apokolips, the fire burns hot, and the heroes open up a portal there. Darkseid can sense they're here and sends tanks their way, but Superman is ready for the fire. Batman takes out the wheels, while Wonder Woman slices the tank open, ripping it apart. She lifts the tank head and blows it up. Barda attacks the second tank and pushes it back down the cliff and into the abyss. They discuss their roles and Batman takes off, followed by Superman, and they head on. As Batman flies there, he picks up a signal. Down below, Wonder Woman and Barda navigate the sewers as Barda tells Wonder Woman that she's an inspiration to her. They get up and are met by Granny Goodness and the furries. They talk trash and begin to fight, but as that is happening, Batman is met by a couple of dogs. Meanwhile, Superman is met by an entire battalion. Back to the fight with the Furies. It is an evenly matched fight, as Wonder Woman proves herself that she is the most capable warrior. Barda also handles the rest, but they come to a standoff. Batman is dodging the dogs and the fire, and he takes them through a narrow path to collapse it on them. He crashes down and loses his jetpack, but that won't stop him from finishing the mission. He finds Hellspores, which have enough power to self-destruct the planet, but he's attacked. Superman walks out of the fire unscathed and confronts Darkseid. The Furies continue to battle the Warriors, and Wonder Woman finds herself in a pickle before she dodges, until she is saved by Barda. She's attacked again, but Wonder Woman takes her out before finding Barda held at sword point, and now, Granny Goodness intends to give Darkseid the champion of the Amazons. Superman heads inside telling Darkseid that Kara will leave with him, but she's been brainwashed. She intends to stay and doesn't want to go home. Superman tries to snatch her, but she punches him away. Darkseid then orders her to kill him, but Superman won't fight her. Back with Batman, he used the dog as a Trojan horse to get the drop on a couple of guards, intending to steal their armor. Wonder Woman snatches away the sword from Barda's neck, and they begin to fight again. They take over the situation and restrain Granny Goodness, but she doesn't care. Superman gets his ass handed to him by Kara, and he tries to reach her inside. She tosses him out of the building into the flames. He tries to sneak up on her, but she still beats him. After belittling him, Superman tries to reach through one more time, and he's forced to clap her. Batman confronts Darkseid and tells him that he's activated the Hellspores and will destroy his planet if Darkseid doesn't step down. This enrages Darkseid, and he smacks Batman, but Batman still reminds him of the Hellspores. Batman tells him to release Kara in order to stop the Hellspores, and he agrees. Darkseid is impressed with Batman's determination and willingness to do anything to win. Kara is then clapped back inside, and the entire team tells Darkseid to check himself before he wrecks himself. He lets them go, as long as Batman disarms the Hellspores. Kara wakes up on Earth and remembers that Lila died for her. Superman reassures her that everything is okay, but Kara doubts herself. They embrace, and later on, the team watches as Kara says her goodbyes to Lila. Kara then thanks Wonder Woman for her help, and then she tells Batman her mother's name before leaving with Superman. Superman still owes Batman a computer though. Clark takes Kara to Smallville back to his farm, where she can fit in. She's amazed by the farm life and wants a little quiet. Kara is a little nervous, and as they get inside, Clark is attacked. Darkseid smacks Kara. He gave his word not to touch Kara, but Superman is fair game. She gets blasted by the Omega Beam, and Darkseid destroys Superman. He blasts Superman away with the Omega Beam, but Kara strikes back. Darkseid fires his Omega Beam, but Kara dodges it and attacks, but not twice in a row. Darkseid steps on her, but she comes back with her own laser beam. She's blasted again though, as all hope seems lost. He fires again, but she dodges them all, making him get hit with his own weapon. She launches at him and beats the crap out of him. He lands on the cow farm and she drop-kicks him before beating him some more. But eventually, he overcomes her and launches her away. He's impressed by her skill and power before finishing her off with the Omega Beam. Meanwhile, Superman is drifting into the sun when suddenly he gets a power overdose. He interrupts Darkseid before he leaves and finds Kara's body. Darkseid snatches his cape, which pisses Superman off. He beats the crap out of him and lifts the ground which Darkseid stands on. He's blasted by the Omega Beam, but Superman is still going crazy on him. Kara wakes up to find the twister of punches, but Superman is caught. Kara grabs the mother box and opens a portal before Superman sends Darkseid back. They embrace and share a moment before taking a rest. Kara then tells Superman that she configured the portal and sent Darkseid into deep space. She tells Superman that she knows what she wants to do. The Kents arrive and find the mess their son has made, and he introduces Kara to them before the house collapses. Great first impression. Back in Themyscira, Superman thanks the Amazonians and reintroduces Kara as Supergirl. She's cheered on by the Amazonians as Batman watches from a distance, finally approving. They both fly off as Kara has her fun, and they fly back to Metropolis. This was a sequel to Superman and Batman, Public Enemies, which you can watch on our channel. The movie was great because it showed Superman in his full power without holding back. He destroyed Darkseid when he decided to. It also showed the true genius and determination of Batman, who was willing to destroy an entire planet for the safety of the human race. Well, this brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this one. Your support helps us grow. And tell me what you think about this film. Did you like Superman and how powerful he was shown? Did you agree that Supergirl should be stronger than him? What did you think of Batman and Darkseid in this film? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of them. And if you're watching till now, thank you. I'll see you in another video soon.